Not the neighbors, not even the people closest to the situation. Because when Chrisean Rock suddenly took off running down that dark street, barefoot, shaking, screaming into the night, everybody thought it was just another meltdown, another emotional spiral, another chaotic, unpredictable moment she'd eventually laugh off on IG Live. But this time, this wasn't a meltdown. This was fear. This was panic. This was a woman running because she finally realized someone had turned on her. Someone she never thought would. And the person who sparked it? Karlissa, Blueface's mother. The one woman who has spent years dragging, exposing, threatening, and humiliating Chrisean. Suddenly calling the cops in the middle of the night. Not to protect her, but to hand over something that would change everything. Because according to insiders, Karlissa didn't just give the police a statement. She gave them evidence, physical evidence, digital evidence, recorded evidence. And the most shocking part? It wasn't evidence against Chrisean. It was evidence against Ronny. Yes, Ronny. The same Ronny involved in the hospital drama. The same Ronny everyone whispered about. The same Ronny who has been hovering around Chrisean like a shadow nobody could shake. Sources say when the cops showed up at Karlissa's door, she didn't hesitate. She opened a drawer, pulled out a sealed folder and said, "This is what you're looking for. I told y'all he was dangerous." And the moment police opened that folder, they didn't walk away, they ran. Because whatever was inside it was enough to send them straight toward Ronny, triggering the chase that made Chrisean sprint for her life. And once you hear what Karlissa gave them, you'll understand why Ronny has been hiding in the shadows, and why Chrisean was smart to run, long before the police lights flashed across the pavement. Long before neighbors peeked through. He didn't just magically become a name floating around zoo circles, blogs, burner pages, and leaked phone calls. Ronny had been around long before any of this. He was around during the early filming. He was around during the pregnancy timeline. He was around during the injuries, the emergency visits, the breakdowns, the long nights, the explosive fights, the suspension conversations, and the private arguments nobody ever posted publicly. Insiders say, wherever Chrisean went, Ronny was already there. He knew her patterns. He knew her weaknesses. He knew her stress points. He knew how to calm her and how to provoke her. He knew what she wanted, what she feared, what she avoided, and what she couldn't resist. But the problem? Karlissa saw it first. People mock her. People call her messy. People call her dramatic. People call her everything except what she actually is, observant. And from the first time she saw Ronny standing too close to Chrisean, responding for her, grabbing her phone, whispering in her ear, reaching for her, adjusting her story, Karlissa said something that nobody listened to. There's something off about that boy. But back then, nobody cared. Everyone dismissed it as jealousy, as bitterness, as older woman pettiness, as Blueface's mother doing too much. But the cracks were there, and Karlissa saw every single one, especially the nights when Ronny's influence grew stronger, and Chrisean's independence shrank. Especially when Chrisean stopped trusting people she used to trust and replaced them with Ronny. Especially when Chrisean insisted on telling stories that didn't align with timelines. And Ronny was the only person defending the inconsistencies. Especially when her family complained they had no access to her anymore. And Ronny became the gatekeeper. But the moment things really shifted was right after the Zeus investigation began. When the fake paperwork leaked. When the courier payment surfaced. When the lab footage showed someone submitting forms. When the second test results contradicted everything. When the CEO held the folder that exposed the deception. Karlissa didn't just watch the drama like fans did. She connected dots. She remembered old conversations, the Chrisean forgot she ever had. Like the night Chrisean told her, "He said he'll handle everything, I don't need to deal with it." Like the day she said, "He told me not to tell anybody about the appointment." Like the moment she whispered, "He said if stuff don't match, he'll fix it." Those words came back to Karlissa like puzzle pieces, because for the first time she realized Ronny wasn't helping Chrisean. He was controlling her story, controlling the birth narrative, controlling the medical paperwork, controlling the timeline, controlling her trust, controlling her distance from people who loved her, controlling every connection she made. And after the Zeus scandal went public, insiders say Karlissa didn't sleep for days. She paced. She replayed conversations. She pulled up old messages. She talked to people who had interacted with Ronny. She talked to people who claimed he had a plan. She talked to someone who said, "You don't know what he's capable of." But the moment that sealed everything was when someone from inside the rock circle reached out anonymously and told her, "Check the recordings." That's all they said. 3 words. Recordings of what? Karlissa didn't know. She didn't have access to Zeus files. She didn't have. If this ever gets out, we're done. You know what we did. You know why we did it.